Fixing the low tunnel, take 5. So I came out here, I tried to video several different times, and the video was just not it. The sun was in my face. I couldn't tell if you could see anything or not. So I'm just going to take you through, show you what I did, and then show you what's growing in my low tunnel. This is the first, if this is the only one that I load, this will be the first time you see what's growing in there. So in the other videos you would have seen this, it had plastic over it, but I never showed you what was inside. So first I'm going to show you how I fixed it. I put these posts, I put one here, and I put a different one, a different kind down at the end. I'll show you in a minute. But I tied it first. I tied it to this, and I hooked it underneath this notch. I came up here, I went over it twice, then I went to the next one, and I went under it one time, over the next one, under this one twice, and then I went down and I put it up underneath there, and I wrapped it around twice on that board as an anchor. These are 2 separate boxes, so I want to be able to, if I need to, cut that, secure it to the wood, and be able to take it to another part of the yard, put it on a different flower bed, and be able to take it apart and take it where I want it. And then I came back up here. I went under this one, over the next one, under that one, over this one, and then under this one twice. And then I tied it to that post. I wasn't satisfied with how secure it was, or the placement of the tube, the pecs. I wasn't satisfied with the placement of it, so I just took a tie strap, my handy tie straps that I use, and I anchored it to this post here, and it seems to be working a whole lot better because it wasn't secure. I wasn't satisfied with it, and I guess you're your own worst critic, but yeah, I wasn't happy, so I used that to fix it. Now, on to the fun stuff. What's growing in here? There is my Brussels sprout. Now, it is November the 19th or the 20th, and it's fixing to pour down rain. I don't know if you can hear, the leaves are falling all around me. Yeah, I think it's starting to rain. Awesome. The plants will be happy about that. But I've also got, well, that's my blackberry, and it's all over the place. And that doesn't have to be covered with the tunnel, the plastic or anything, but the other stuff in here needs a little bit of protection when it's frost. And that is the little rows of lettuce that are over there, and then I've got beets over there. And they're so close to producing, I don't know if you can see that from here, but it's starting to develop a beet. And I've been eating the greens. I've been picking little, the biggest leaf off of every plant. The biggest leaf. And been eating those in salads. And here is something really exciting. I always love it when they start popping up out of the ground, little sprouts. This one is spinach, basil, I think. It hasn't come up yet, but this right here, that's clover. I eat that too. But that, if you can see it, is cabbage coming up. It's kind of reddish, purplish. Anyway, so that's fun. And there's some more beets and clover on that side. The clover grows wild. I didn't plant that. It grows wild here. And I'm glad for it because I really like the flowers. They're actually really good. They taste like sweet and sour candy. Now I'm going to get down here and show you. This little row, I believe this is mixed greens. And it's several different colors is why I'm guessing that's what that is. Because that's... And then I've got purslane coming up. Oh, that's exciting. Those are perennial. So that's... Aren't they? I will look it up and get back with you. But so I definitely have mixed greens coming up. And that's a weed. That looks like something that maybe I planted. So and this is homemade compost. And I'm using it as a top dressing, just as it's kind of unfinished. I don't know if you can see that right there. See the little seed? The little seedling coming up? Like that. It's going to focus. Right there. Oh, that's exciting. And then here's some kale. And it's coming up. I'm so excited. I love kale. I eat it in soups. And I really, really like the flavor. Probably heard my knees popping when I was trying to get up. It's embarrassing. Here's a little bit. And there's another blackberry. It starts there. And it vines and goes all the way around over there. Here's a blueberry, which also doesn't have to be under the plastic. It needs to be cold. Let's see. I planted the kale here. You can see how it goes in like a... Oh, right there. And right there. And in that little corner there. So that's exciting. I've got... Oh, there's a beet that's coming up. Let's see if I can... Right there. See the little red? And see, that's what they look like when they're a little bigger. Right here. It's a really pretty red color. So that whole row right there. And these are, these are short rows. This was an experiment to see if I could get things to germinate in here. And so far, certain things are actually popping up. So, and the stuff that comes up pretty easy, that's the stuff that I'm going to plant more of. And anything that doesn't come up, I'll just know that that's, probably something that doesn't do well in these cold temperatures. It's actually really warm today. So I think this video is long enough, and you've seen the stuff I got planted. A lot of the stuff on the outside edges is weed because it's actually not part of the flower bed, it's part of my yard. And the box was just a little bit big, and I wanted the water that flows in here to go on the inside because it's normally warm water. because our drain for our house, the gray water, not, we have a septic for the other, but it flows. If I can get it focused here, it goes like this. And I just did this with a hoe. And then it goes, take it up here and show you. The cold got to the mint, but it's, and I keep calling it mint. It's not mint, it's lemon balm. So the cold got to it, but it will come back. It'll come back next year. So that's the great thing about planting perennials. And these are canna lilies and ditch lilies, what we call them. The other thing, there's 2 different kinds in there, right there. And it helps filter out any impurities in the water. But the drain comes out from right there. And it comes down here. And it flows into there. And then it comes out there. And then it goes like this. And it waters my flower bed. Ta-da! Have a good day. And God bless you.